Hey everyone, Dan here. I wanted to take a look at three new tickers today that we haven't made videos about before. So if you enjoy these analyses that I do, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. I definitely appreciate it. If you want sort of more frequent updates during the day, you can follow me on Twitter at Dan_Coyle. I'll put that in the description below. But other than that, let's jump into it. So this first stock we're going to look at is TLRY. I have a long position in TLRY. It's had some ups and downs, as you see, in the past period. At some point, it was up in the 70s, and then it fell really quickly after that. I mean, luckily, I didn't buy in 70s. So, but anyway, this is the 30-minute chart, and I sort of drew some lines in here that I think we should look for in the coming days and weeks. I would say that with TLRY, our really bottom support right now is this 24.42 level. I would hope that there's enough price strength here that would hold. As you see, it held here and held here, and then there was all of this topping and bottoming out here and even stretching back to here, which was on February 23rd. So, that's what I would look for if things dip even further, which I'm hoping they don't. What I'm actually looking for is for it to actually be even all done with this 25-12 zone. I'm hoping that we've just filled this gap by retracing through it here, and that this gap is now filled, and that we can establish this 26-34 zone as new support, and then from there we can push into the 27s, which should then leave us pretty free and clear to get to that 29 level, and then we would take a new look at the charts and reevaluate at that time. So I think there's like a good bullish look here. As you see, the price action moves pretty quickly through these zones. It's done it 4 times now, just in this short range that we're looking at. So I wouldn't be surprised if once we can establish that 26-34 as new support, that we kind of fly. And that might mean that we fly up and down, but I don't think we're going to do this full retracement again. So if we establish and we go up, we might retrace back to the 27.68 level and then push up again and try to breach that 29.14. So that's what I'm looking for on TLRY. On Tesla, I have only played Tesla once in the past. I'm not currently in it, but I wanted to have a look because, there's always interesting things happening with Tesla. So we're going to look at the daily here. And, I would say if you're in this or if you're looking to get into it, this 655.94 level, I would consider as my strong level of bottom support. Something is amiss if Tesla falls below that and can't really quickly regroup itself back above it. So what I would be more looking for is that what's actually happened here very, very recently in just the last couple of days is this sort of topping out here. So it's both a double top and a double bottom that have happened here. And so it puts us in an interesting situation. What I do think is more likely though is that the price action is probably more primed for a pump up than for a continued drop, because I think that we established this level here and that we've done this full retracement back to this zone, and that's sort of the full cycle of that price retracement. And I would be looking to have this today, since it closed red. This is now considered a double bottom, and would be looking for this to push off this double bottom and get above the 720.68. And then as you see the additional price targets up there, I do think that 777 number is actually going to be quite challenging to get through. But once you do, I think that 818 is not as much of an obstacle as 777. So I think 777 to 880 is smoother sailing than 720 to 777. Good luck if you're in Tesla. And lastly, let's take a look at Apple. On the daily chart here, also. You know, and I currently don't have a position in Apple. I'm not even sure that I've ever played Apple. I may have, but if so, it hasn't been in quite a while. But I would consider, sort of similar to Tesla, this 120.78 red line to be my strong low level of support. I wouldn't want to see it dip below there. If it does, and you want sort of like a very close second catch zone, this 119.11 should hold. I guess you could just call it, you know, like 119. Should hold. But, you know, that's if you want to sort of like allow a little more room to breathe if it needs it. But with all of this previous support here and recent support, you know, it should be able to hold up. And there's actually a pretty big gap here all the way up to 131. You know, there's not a lot that has to be done other than, you know, if it's going to move sideways in this zone a little bit before it tries to establish 131.96 as new support. But you know, that should be where it's going to try to make its move to. So it's kind of like a tale of two waves here. There's like this wave which we're in right now, where there's not a lot of stickiness to it. It should be able to regroup and get over that 131.96. But then there's a bunch of very small price targets that are very close together, just a couple of bucks. And so that whole zone there is going to be kind of sticky. I mean, another way that you could kind of think of it is that area is like its own like consolidation zone, that like it's just going to consolidate here for a while. And then it's going to try to push off of that 139.52 into recent highs. So that's what I'd be looking for in Apple. You have some room in both directions for it to go, which is kind of nice if you're just long Apple and you're not looking for like an immediate gratification off of it. All right, so that's it for getting in some new tickers. Again, if you enjoy these videos, a like and a subscribe does help a lot. This is a young channel, and so those things go a long way. But in any case, I enjoy doing this, and I appreciate anyone who's interested. Feel free to come say hi on Twitter or leave a comment below. If there's additional tickers that you'd like me to cover that I haven't yet, or that I did previously but you know you think could use a refresh, then please comment that below or tweet me the ticker, and I'll do my best to cover it. All right, thanks a lot, everyone. Good luck with your trading, and I will see you all in the next video.